Subscribers and fans, Iceman here. Nice to see you guys again. So, there's a very important question to ask, and that question is whether or not the MUTOs are going to return in Godzilla 2 King of Monsters. Now, we got to see how the lead character burned the shit out of all of the female MUTO's eggs in Godzilla 2014, which was a pretty crazy scene, and it was rather emotional as well, seeing her affected like that, because she was devastated. I mean, wouldn't you be if you had a bunch of kids? Granted, kids can be very expensive, so there's that perspective. But she didn't have to pay money for her children. She just had to keep on conquering the world, along with her male counterpart, to where they weren't going to have to pay for the kids. You know, the kids weren't going to be an expense. In fact, they were going to be a contribution to their ongoing existence of the species. So, yeah, she was pissed and hurt, and I kind of felt for her. And as much as I don't like the look of the MUTOs, I think they're kind of disgusting looking. They're kind of just out of this world looking. I was with her in that, to where I was moved at an emotional level. Were you? Let me know in the comments if you were. But nonetheless, we kind of go into it now, or I do anyway, just assuming that the MUTOs are done and gone, because we have Rodan coming up in Mothra, along with King Ghidorah, the mighty one. He's extremely powerful, so King Ghidorah is going to pose a vast threat to not only Godzilla, but to humanity as well, and all the Earth. So knowing that, if we were to add another enemy to all this, the balance would be so far out of whack, it's hard to imagine Godzilla conquering or defeating the foes and defending the Earth. But check this out. If the MUTOs were still around, perhaps they would, and I know this is a stretch, perhaps they would help fight against King Ghidorah. Perhaps they would team with Rodan, Mothra, and Godzilla to fight Ghidorah. Now I say this because Ghidorah is from another planet, and right now he's stuck in Antarctica, frozen in the freaking ice. He probably fell or something like that, but the origins of him, you know, he's probably from far away, and I'm guessing that he pretty much just wants to conquer the Earth and exterminate all of its inhabitants and go his own way. Now the MUTOs, granted they wanted to take over, Earth is still their living space. They dwell in Earth. So knowing that, and they seem to be damn smart, with all that in consideration, I wonder if they would be able to pick up on this notion that Ghidorah is not only a threat to Godzilla, but a threat to the MUTOs as well, in all of the Earth. So that would be pretty damn interesting if we were to see some MUTOs emerge and help fight in this battle. Hell, everyone pretty much has it, or I do anyway, I've touched on this many times, how most likely Rodan, Mothra, and Godzilla are all going to team and fight Ghidorah. What if it goes this way? They're teaming, fighting Ghidorah, but Ghidorah still just is so much of a freaking threat that he begins to overcome all three of them. And then, in the last efforts, the MUTOs emerge, and they help turn the way of the battle, and they all end up defeating Ghidorah, and then the MUTOs can exist on as well. I find that to be kind of interesting, because then the MUTOs would still be around for the future MonsterVerse films, and it's just one more kaiju that isn't going to be eliminated. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of open-ended as to whether or not the MUTOs are still around. And of course, if they are still around, they still just simply might want to fight against Godzilla and humanity. But who's to say? But what do you guys think? And what's your opinion on my spin and my theory? Let me know in the comments section below. And like this damn video if you haven't yet, for I am the Iceman. More videos to come. Peace with you.